Hey everyone, and welcome to another video in the DIY competitive series where I show you and your company the processes that I have used in my um, decade plus of performing competitive intelligence for some of the top companies in the US. My name is Finbar, and I run Finbar.co, which is a competitive intelligence as a service business for seven figure and above revenue wise businesses in the US. Today's short presentation is going to run through my process and steps for the common business competitive topic that I get asked to do a lot. Um, it's a topic that almost every business generating more than 1 million in revenue wants to know, and that is how your competitors position themselves in the market. Let's go through the 8 crucial steps to get you set up, and hopefully, by when you follow these steps, you'll gain deep insights into your competitors and develop strategic plans in your business, which will eventually enhance your market position. Just before I go through the steps, here is a quick reminder of the main things I see from people I have worked with that are unaware of what competitive analysis is, or maybe just doing their first research analysis, and it kind of sets the scene for them. So I like to just quickly run through these um, before I go into my 8 steps. The first is competitive research may seem dull at times. There's a lot of boring parts to it, but the key is not to get discouraged. Secondly, clearly defining and framing your topic is crucial. This will help you keep you and whoever else is helping you with the analysis aligned. Keep out the boredom, as you will have a clear structure and end goal of your research. Avoid searching for a single solution. What this means is basically try to have as little bias as possible. No preconceived ideas of what the result or the recommendation will be once you've finished your analysis. Base your recommendations on data and ensure they are quantifiable. Use the data and your analysis to shape the story, not the agenda of an executive or what you think a business owner might want to hear. It's vitally important you tell the story based on the data and the analysis that you've performed. Fifthly, ethics play a vital role. Always abide by the law. You know when you are accessing data that you shouldn't be. Don't be that guy, don't be the girl, don't be the company that does that. And finally, understanding your industry, I find, is just as important as knowing your competitors. Don't compare yourself to companies in different industries at different growth rates, at different customers. Just do it for you and just plug in what is important to you, and study the competition directly and indirectly that impacts you. Okay? So here is my 8 step rule to answer the question and to perform a competitive analysis on the question, how your competitors position themselves in the market. Firstly, step 1, identify your competitors. Start by identifying your direct and indirect competitors. Direct competitors offer similar products or services to the same target audience, whereas indirect competitors offer different products or services that satisfy the same customer needs or solve the same problems. So it's important to do most. Your output from this step should be basically just an Excel sheet: direct competitors, indirect competitors. Step 2, gather data on the competitors. Examine the design, layout, messaging, content of your competitors' websites. Review their social media profiles, posts, engagement levels, follower demographics. Collect their marketing materials such as brochures, flyers, email newsletters. List their products or services, their features, their pricing, and any unique selling points at this stage. Look for customer reviews on platforms like Google, Yelp, Trustpilot to get as many data points as possible. This moves you on to step 3, which is basically analyze your competitors' positioning. So identify the key messages and value propositions communicated by your competitors. Look for recurring themes and unique selling points. Again, note the style and the tone of their communication, whether formal, casual, friendly, and authoritative. This all goes into their positioning. Examine their visual branding, logos, color schemes, fonts, their overall design aesthetics, and determine who they are targeting based on their messaging, imagery, and engagement. Assess where they position themselves in the market, whether premium, budget, niche, or mass market. And this will bring you on to, and again, document all that. You don't need to you're still in the kind of, we'll say, data analysis portion. You don't need to have recommendations at this stage. Step 4 is, start using tools to help you and kind of form that kind of story in your mind. Use SEO tools like SEMrush. That's what I use. There's Ahrefs, I think it's called as well, or Moz, to analyze keywords, backlinks, and search engine rankings. Social media analytic tools like Hootsuite, Sprout Social is another one, to gain insights into their social media performance. And then use the ad intelligence tools. I think SpyFu is one of the ones I've used in the past, to see their ad campaigns and performance. So, and then use review aggregators like Trustpilot to consolidate their customer reviews in step 4. Step 5, this is where you the FBI and the CIA and all that, they kind of build profiles of bad guys and stuff like that, like terrorist profiles or whatnot. This is the stage where you build a competitor profile. So create a profile for each competitor using a template that includes company overview, so name, location, size, market positioning, how they describe themselves and their unique selling points. Products and services, include the list of products and the descriptions of the products. Pricing strategy, try to get as much detail on the different kind of levels of pricing that they have, and you will see clearly which group, after you do 3 or 4 competitors, are positioned at different levels. What marketing channels they use, and then the strengths and weaknesses based on your analysis. Step 6 is basically compare and contrast with your positioning, your own business. This is a stage if you want to create a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats grid for your company and each competitor. Identify gaps in your market positioning compared to your competitors, and then you can redefine your unique selling proposition in comparison to them based on the insights gained from your analysis so far. And then 7 is basically developing that strategic plan. So you're now building your recommendations. You're building your plan of where do we rank versus all these guys? Where's the strengths and weaknesses, and how we can exploit or shore them up. So you're basically developing a step-by-step implementation plan that you'll include in your finished report to the executive or the business owner if you're doing it internally, including timelines and who in the team should be responsible for that. So that's where I kind of get the strategic plan is kind of the output of this research. And then, as always, I always have a step 8, continuous monitoring. Don't let all the good work go to waste. Have something in place, reports, alerts, have someone on a monthly basis just check in and kind of update what, even if it's on a team meeting, update the people who want to know about this on the continuous monitoring step 8. So that's the way I handle and answer the question how your competitors position themselves in the market. I used to do this a lot for Zillow when I worked there. I did it a bit for TripAdvisor and Dell in my times there. And I've done a ton for a lot of smaller businesses outside those multinationals as well. And it's a foolproof 8-step process. Again, targeted to your niche, your company. Don't forget to download the free process checklist from the video description. And you can reach out to me if you would like any competitive intelligence as a service for your business. It is time consuming. You need to have the processes in place. So I'm happy to help wherever necessary for you. My email is hello@finbar.co. So thanks. I hope this was useful and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.